Hello and welcome to PS4 Fun, and what we're going to look at now is how to manage approaches to things like space stations or mining belts, etc. I'm heading towards Hirase Market here, and I'm going to show some. I'm going to slow down a little bit for now. I'll show you some of the things you really need to be aware of. Firstly, let's look at Hirase Market itself. It is currently 900 light seconds away, and underneath is roughly how long it's going to take me to get there. So that's one of the important things. And then what we want to look at is the little, next to the little blue representation of the space station is the Hirase market, distance, speed, alignment, etc. Yeah. Now this is important because again, they don't talk about this very, very clearly in the tutorials. So you've got distance and speed. So the distance is the distance from Hirase market and the speed is the speed you're approaching it. For you to be able to dock or to jump out of light speed successfully to be able to approach that market, you have to have both your distance and your speed in the blue areas of that little grid. You won't see anything on that grid until you get to within 100 light seconds of the target. So I'm going to speed up a bit. If this takes too long, I will simply put a cut in, but I'll speed up. I'm going to stick into the little blue level. The blue is your ideal speed. And we are slowly getting closer. So 300 light seconds. I'm going to put a little bit more pace into it. Now I am going to deliberately overshoot. So I'm currently in my super cruise, which means I'm traveling very fast in system. Now you'll see once I get under 100 light seconds, look at that bottom left hand bar. You can now see it's telling me to slow down. I'm not going to. Oh, I missed it. I'm going to slow down now. This is called the loop of shame, apparently. When you overshoot a target, I was watching a live stream by the guys who actually made the game, and this is the loop of shame. I did it on purpose. Right, so Hirase market is 53.1 light seconds away. You can see on the distance there's a little yellow bar to say where I am, and I'm currently, because I'm not traveling at any speed at all, in the blue for speed. So I'm going to speed up. Now you can see my speed has actually left that. I'm going to take it down a little bit. There we go. And I'm approaching Hirase market. And both of my little barriers are in it. I'm going to speed up a little bit. And I'll probably just put a little cut in this to speed things up. I don't necessarily want, because it's going to take about 30-40 seconds for me to get in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little cut here and we'll come back to it and I'll start talking to you again when the next phase happens. Okay, now you can see that my speed is in the blue. I'm decelerating and I'm very nearly as far as distance is concerned in the blue as well. And when I'm in the blue, it says save, disengage, ready. Tap triangle. It takes you out of Super Cruise and pops you right in front of the space station. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, block. I'm going to slow right down. Now this is one of the types of space station which are ridiculously cool. There is a speed limit around space stations of 100 meters per second, so you won't get shot if you speed, but if you bump into something and you're speeding, the station's turrets will target you and blow you up, and you will be owned. Before you can dock at any space station though, you have to request permission to land. So if you press the bottom left of the touchpad, it brings up the navigation one. And if you go to contacts, on contacts there is Hirase market and it says request docking. You have to be within 7.5 kilometers to do so. Request docking. And they have denied because I'm too far away. I'm currently 9.5 kilometers away. If you look at the Orbis spaceport, I'm actually moving slightly backwards. I'm 9.62 kilometers away. And it says in front of you as well, Hirase market 9.43. I'm just going to speed up a little bit. There we go. Now I should very shortly be within 7.5 kilometers. That's when I can request docking. The docking port is that little blue slot you can see there in this particular type of space station. Lots of different types of space station. Sorry about that. A quick cut because I had a telephone call. So here we are, Hirase market. I'm going to get closer to it. go. I'm speeding. It tells me I'm speeding. It's above my fuel bar there, if you can see that. Let's go just to 198. There, I'm not speeding anymore. So when I'm 7.5 kilometers away, there we go. I'm 7.4. I can now request docking. And it's told me my docking request is granted, and in blue there, proceed to landing pad 36. I have 9 minutes and 55 seconds to get there. So we're going to do docking. Right, what I need, I'm going to speed up a little bit to get myself a bit closer. So I have to line myself. Now you can see on the slot there, if you can see clearly, there is a red flashing light and a green light. You are going for the green light. That's your lane. That's where you're going in. Now it rotates, so you have to match rotation. This is so much easier than the game in, ooh, slow down a bit. There's a very big ship coming out. Goodness me. In the original game in the 1980s, this was a nightmare. You would crash repeatedly until you got it. The very first thing you'd save up for was a docking computer. It was about 1,500 credits, I think it was. But this is tricky, but not totally hard. Right, there we go. I'm in, and landing bay 36, you can see, is there. So I'm going to slow down. Brilliant, because I want to land. Before I can land, I have to deploy my landing gear and slow down further. So you hold down circle, up pops a message here, and you hit down on the D-pad for landing gear, which means I can now land. I'm just going to line myself up, a little bit of speed, see if I can do a nice smooth landing for you. I rarely do a smooth landing, to be honest. Okay, so once I get within a particular distance, there we go, the radar changes to your ship and the direction in which you should be facing, which I am facing the right way. You can see the red arrow saying I should be facing that way. I'm switching to a different type of style of flying. I'm coming down. Oh, you see, that was all right. Bit of a bumpy landing, but I got in. You have to land, you line yourself up with that central blue circle. It'll turn blue, and then you land. There we go. Phew. So that is how to navigate yourself to a, so whether it's a space station or whether it is a beacon or whatever it is. It's just that left-hand speed control that you have to have, and then landing with the space station itself. Request docking permission when you reach 7.5 kilometers. If you don't request docking permission, they will shoot you down if you try to enter. And then finding the right platform, because if you land on the platform that isn't yours, you will get a fine. If you hang around too long and you loiter around too long, they will also fine you or potentially blow you up. So you can't hang about. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you have, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much. Have a great gaming week.